Hello everyone, this video will be about cutting lace to make more lace and how to spot this type of lace. I'm Marjolein Turin, designer of Somnia Romantica. I'm the sole person behind this fashion label. Here on YouTube I show what I do. Kind disclaimer, I'm a small independent fashion designer, living from my fashion designs. Please do not copy my designs. Seeing it as inspiration is absolutely okay though. Note this is a peek over my shoulder, it's not a tutorial. I am self-taught, I work in an unconventional, often intuitive way. I have little knowledge of official techniques. Flipping the camera, and here's my first roll of lace. This is a lovely black vintage lace with a very charming pattern, with lots of curls, a bit abstract, a bit Art Nouveau-ish. This is an embroidery scissor, and there you go. I'm going to cut through the mid-wavy line. Let's cut right to the chase, it's really applicable here. And I make sure that I don't touch the dark part. The way I was standing was absolutely not working, so now I'm putting my arms down on the table. Normally I sit and do this on my lap, but to give you a clear background I do it this way. The part where I cut through is only mesh, and you can see that around the mesh the lace is actually finished. So I can safely cut through this lace without making it fray. Then when we have cut it out, we lay it next to each other and you can see it is mirrored. Yeah, like that. So it's now like that, and then when you move it a little bit you can see it completely mirrored. And you can use it in all kind of ways. In this piece I use this lace trim in many ways. Here in full and cut at the sleeve ends, and here at the bodice panels. I use the wavy mid of the lace trim to create the panels. I thought that has a beautiful effect. Here it is also used in full at the waistline and in the cut version at the sleeves. Here is another lace. It's a bit the same, but it has a more wobbly line. Still you can find it pretty easily. Here you have to be more aware of not cutting into the scallops. This is a lace that I use all the time. I love it. It's a bit stiff, but that makes it good for giving volume, speeding it up. And as you can see it is mirrored again, and here you see it next to the broader version. Yeah, there it goes. Then we have this super cute cream lace. I have this in a few colors. It's also very vintage and you can very easily spot the line to which you can cut. So there you go. Again, be very careful to go through the mids. I'm messing it up here and there while doing this tutorial because I'm not a good in the air cutter. But again, I can show you the result. Mirrored laces is as good as always the case, but not always. So yeah, be aware of that. Then I thought it was time for a happy little quiz to fluff things up. Is it separable? So you can learn to spot the right laces. I do not have any official knowledge of this, but this is more of my own experience. Some reasons to not be separable lace are it may be too soft, so it may fray. Always test this before you cut like 10 yards. No clear lines to cut through, and no continuous or mesh tool parts to cut through. Okay, let's start. Is it separable? You can see this is the red version of some lace you saw earlier, so yes, it's separable. And I use it, for example, in this overdress. I used it uncut on the inside and cut on the outside to create a lush effect on the sleeves and hems. Also nice to know, in this overdress I used another lace trim as fabric panels, making use of the nice hem at the front and at the overlap at the back. Is it separable? Well, it's a thin line, but yes. It's also pretty stiff lace, so it's very easy to cut. Then this one, is it separable? Well, no. No continuous wavy line, and the lace is also a very soft type of lace, so it may fray. Is this one separable? Well, yes. It's a bit more modern lace, so it was funny to see this being separable. Is it separable? We do see waves, but the lace is too soft and there's not really a clear separable line. The flowery leafy image goes through the line. Is it separable? We see a wavy line, but as my love says, nope, all paths are dead ends. He is a wise being. Also, the lace is too soft, may fray. And then may I add, if lace is very stiff, you can cut it sometimes whichever way you like. It can be so stiff that it won't fray in any way. So, is it separable? Well, maybe. Here the wavy line is very dense and the lace is very soft. It's again a polyamide lace, so it may fray. I have not tried it yet. I may give an update in the comments after trying out. Is it separable? Last one. Well, double yes. You can cut it through both lines, giving you at the edges the mirrored lace and a fun wavy bonus lace coming from the mid. This lace I used in white for this top. I made a video for this. This is a top made of only this lace and you can see the link here. I also used it for this piece. The broad lace I only used uncut, and other same type of laces I used in a scalloped way. Then I wanted to show one more type of lace because I love this one. It's the liver colored lace as they sold it. It doesn't sound charming, but it is a type of color. And you can see it has some flaws here and there. That's because, well, that happens sometimes with vintage laces. But it again has a beautiful line in between where you can cut it. And because these laces are a bit lighter, I put them on the dark table. Also, you can see, again, I will say my table has 3 layers of yacht varnish and it's so smooth that even the finest lace won't get damaged on this table. So I highly recommend, if you have a table, just give it a ton of varnish. And if you have another table, give it a ton of varnish. Yacht varnish is great. Here I start cutting. Again, derping a bit because, well, I don't do this standing normally. But here you can see the results. It's awesome. And you can use it in many creative ways. Here are a few more examples of how you can use this kind of laces. Of course, you can use it uncut only, like in this capelet. Then here you see how I used it both cut and uncut in this top. In this all-lace dress with aubergine stretch trim as waistband, I used cut and uncut lace. You can see it here. It's also very vintage black lace, and I used it cut at the sleeves and uncut at the hem. Then one more bonus lace to show you what you can do if the lace is sturdy and high quality enough, but still always strive to not cut through the figure lines because it may fray. But here I took my risk and it worked out very nicely. I found this pattern and here you see it together with the broad lace, and I use it for this gown. I use it in full at the hem. I use the lace for the shoulder parts and the underbust line in both a sort of gradual or gradient, or please tell me how to call this, and in a mini version around the bust line. And then I use it in the cut out version double, just shifted from each other on the inside and outside of the whole cape, which made a really organic, natural effect, which I was searching for. So then with this we are done. That's it. Let me know if you wish to see more content like this. You can also drop other questions or comments. Likes and subscriptions are always much appreciated. They help me to grow this channel and to make more content. So thank you for watching. Bye bye.